welcome back. Here we go. Leg day, quarantine workout files with yours truly, Bruce Willow. Today we're gonna mix leg strength in the first few supersets, or 3 supersets I should say, and then we're gonna work your cardio as well. What I decided you're gonna do with me, and I mean with me, alongside me, following me, you're gonna be my mirror. So whenever I rest, you rest exactly the same period, and you have to do the exercises at exactly the same pace that I will be doing them. And this is one of the hardest things to do. Why? Because you're not doing at your own pace, you're doing at Willow pace. I will obviously always give you the right techniques for you to do the exercises, the right skills, so don't worry, I'm not gonna leave you hanging. But I am gonna kill your fucking legs. Homage time, no retreat, no surrender. One of my favorite movies from my childhood because I was always very, very, very much a fan of Bruce Lee, obviously. And when I saw this guy on the right, Kurt McKinney, going to Bruce Lee's graveyard in Seattle and moving to Seattle and fighting Van Damme and training with the one and only Bruce Lee, I was like, oh man, this is the greatest movie ever. So I guess a lot of you guys love it as well. Let's remind you of the squat technique. So shoulder width apart on your feet, and you're gonna put your toes slightly outward in order to get as much amplitude of movement, as much range of motion as possible. So go all the way down without lifting your heels. And the next exercise is going to be the one leg deadlift or unilateral deadlift. I want you to keep the forward leg solid. The foot will be completely planted on the ground. You're not going to lift your heel, but you are going to bend slightly your knee in order to accommodate this leaning forward motion by hinging at the hip. I want your back leg extended, and you can extend your foot as well, but I want you to go as low as you can go, feeling the hamstring and the glutes doing the absorption work. So our strength portion of today's workout is going to be comprised of a skater squat, which is a one-legged squat, and then you're going to do this one leg deadlift. So now you're going to pick up a bottle or something a little bit heavier in order to try the exercise with a little bit of weight. Like I said, it's going to be skater squats and one leg deadlifts. So it's going to be 3 supersets with 2 minutes in between of 6 skater squats on the right and 6 on the left. Even if you can't do them without support, I want you to do with support, because in order for you to get 6, you really have to get balance out of the equation. I don't want balance to be a problem. I want you to be really focused on the muscles. So you're going to support yourself like you're gonna see after this, and you're gonna do 6, 6, and then 6 unilateral deadlifts on each leg. Now let me show you the technique. I'm gonna support myself, and my front foot's gonna be completely planted on the floor. Don't lift your heel. And the back leg, the knee is gonna go backwards. As you can see here, it's like a palm difference from the foot to the back knee. So what you gotta do is you gotta gently place the knee on the ground, or as low as you can go. You can be a palm from the ground if that's really difficult for you, but always brace yourself or support yourself on a small wall in order to get yourself up, and like I said before, the balance not being a problem here. second exercise, I'm gonna use a weighted vest, but you can use a backpack or a dumbbell. And since I'm using something that's quite big, I'm gonna do with a little bit of a deficit in order for my hand to go a little bit, a little more deep. Make sure you always feel your hamstrings and your glutes during this exercise, otherwise something is wrong. And now for the main beating of the day. You're gonna do 5 rounds. You're gonna be by mirror and do exactly everything at my pace. I'm gonna do 12 reverse lunges, 6 on each side, but always alternating. I'm gonna do 12 burpees, 12 squats, regular squats. You can put some weight on if you want. And 6 plus 6 sprawls on one leg. I'm gonna show you the skill afterwards, but you will always have to be my mirror and do everything exactly as I'm doing. If you can't handle all the repetitions, maybe do a little less repetitions, or for example, don't use any weight or any extra weight, for example, on the squats or on the lunges. So here's the technique for the lunges, pretty simple. Try to keep a 90-degree angle both on the leading leg and on the back leg. So we're gonna do 4. Next, burpee technique. Go all the way down, come back up, go up or lift your toes from the ground and clap above your head. Always touch your chest on the floor. Squat. Just like we did in our warm-up. So keep feet shoulder width apart and grab a backpack or put a weighted vest if you're an advanced student. As for the sprawl is kind of like the burpee, but you're gonna only lower your hip and not your chest as well. And for the one-legged sprawl, you're gonna do exactly the same thing, but only on one foot. And you can either place the foot and go up without jumping, or you can use a small hop at the top portion of the movement. This one is a killer. So be my mirror, focus on what you're doing. Always look at me and look at my technique. Try not to screw up your technique. You can stop every once in a while if you have to, if you're a beginner. But let's go and do this shit. In 3, 2, 1, go!
Find your zone every day.
weather, I might have the blues, but nothing ever stopped me from dusting off my shoes. You might think you'll see me falling to the ground, but I threw up my umbrella when rain stops hitting town. Yeah! On a bad day, on a good day, I don't need no sunshine, 'cause I'm dancing with the rain. You will see me running, thinking I might be insane.
Well done, little Willows. If you're a disciplined student, you're fucked up right now. So go get some rest, because tomorrow is recovery day.